Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need? Shadow work read for this full moon in February to the new moon in March. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Production since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle, link in the description box, creator on Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. And I'm doing this on Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day, or not, however you want to play that, because we're doing a shadow read. I'm doing this like 2 days before the actual full moon in Leo. So let's get down to business, shall we, my Scorps or cross-watchers? If you are new to the channel, a 7-card draw just means 1 card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case a waning moon, from the full moon in Leo, but it goes void, of course, at the same time it goes full. So get your magic done Tuesday night. That's when I'm doing mine. February 16th, 11:56 a.m. on Wednesday, so a little bit before noon Eastern Time. I am in New York, but then we're looking at the waning, the releasing, the letting go, the minimizing, right? The shadow work, the forgiveness, the alchemy to the new moon in Pisces, Wednesday, March 2nd, 7:52 p.m. So in the evening. So that feels like that's going to be a little cuckoo bananas, those 3 days before the new moon, known as balsamic or dark moon, where the shadow work tends to come at a maximum, particularly if you find yourself being an empathic being as a Scorpio. Just saying. So let's get up in this gig, all right? It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. 5 out of 7 of these click for you. That's good for a general, and if you want to book me for a private read, there's a video in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains the process for you before, during, and after, right? So check your other signs, right, to get more pieces of the puzzle for the situation we are about to look at, or maybe for another situation that you need the waning moon magic to help with. Cool. Clearing out the old to make room for that new, so you can nail that dismount in that new moon in Pisces, yeah? So I guess that's about it. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can to help out the Scorps out there. You 8th housers, please take a nice deep breath. I try and start these light, especially for Scorpio in a shadow read. Here we go. We're going to start with the Caroline Mace archetype deck as I call upon the collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, general assembly, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, the spirit animals and totems, as well as the entire pantheon of all pantheons, lineages, traditions, cultures, all of it. Please, what is the 8th chakra dynamic hovering over the head of the Scorpio collective, affecting everything, right? That's like a change in the motherboard. Everything else literally downloads from there, particularly what they attract, what they repel, what's going on in their electromagnetic field. This full moon to new moon, February, March 2022. Oh, this is in the title. This is in the title. Oh, the Orphan archetype. Oh, sorry to say, but everybody has the child archetype. It's from the survival family of archetypes, and everybody has the 4 archetypes within that family. The child, the victim, victor, they're all neutral, by the way, the saboteur, empowerer, and the prostitute, which has very little to do with sex, actually, at the end of the day. So everybody has a child archetype, but not everybody has necessarily the orphan child archetype. I do. Even though I was not literally orphaned. You try being the only gay witch in a family of Roman Catholics on both sides. Just saying, right? But they love me, and I love them, and it's all cool, but every day is a winding road. I got a little bit closer. The shadow attribute written on the card represents the shadow work, right? The lead that you're going to alchemize to gold. The light, the hidden blessing in all of this, which our last card down will help illuminate. So the shadow attribute of the orphan child, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, it just happens, right? Seeking an appropriate surrogate families, because when you're a jet, you're a jet. So yeah, you know, I can relate to that. Just look at all, it's particularly if you're Generation X. Who did you hang out with in high school if you didn't fit in? If you were always in the outskirts and in the fringes, on the edge and on the avenue, you might have the orphan child archetype. But the light attribute, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Now, I gotta say, Harry Potter, Dorothy Gale, Kal-El, Bruce Wayne, I could keep going. How many orphan archetypes end up as heroes in our mythologies, our current day dramas, right? In movies and in books and all of that. I mean, Harry Potter, I think, is a really good example of an orphan child archetype who learns to go it alone, but, you know, pulls off some magic. There's the magical child archetype too, obviously, in there too. You can have a gestalt of several of the sub-patterns there. So that's interesting. Now, I always say you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime, but, I mean, everybody has the child archetype, so that's a lifetime. The 4 survivals everybody has all the way through their lives. Womb to tomb, as I like to say. So, being a water sign, the internal energy, the next 4 chakras down, the crown, the third eye, the throat, and the heart. This is the interior world, which Scorpios are a little notorious for not sharing, right? Hidden, the word occult, which just means hidden or cloudy, like an occlusion in your eye. If you deal with contact lenses ever, I've got an occlusion. So let's see what hits the table. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a feminist deck, why not? Let's see what hits the table. Breathe. Because the orphan can have a lot of fun on their own, absolutely. As I call upon the goddesses of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West. Yeah, no, I feel that. Please, one card in clarity. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, leave the card in my hand for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. What's going on in the inside, their experience of this, and this is where the shadow work begins, seriously. The throat chakra to choose, to feel what has to be felt, this full to new. Well, the Capricorn card, this is a court card, the Crone of Pentacles, Passoe, Buffalo Woman, White Buffalo Woman. You should look into the mythos, the legends, the traditions. I believe that's Lakota. There's a lot. I'm not really great with names, but I have a lot of respect, obviously. Well, maybe not so obviously. I do. Trust me on this. Capricorn is cardinal Earth. This is slow and steady wins the race. 10th house dynamic, your highest potential. But when has that ever been easy? You could very much be an orphan child right now that is learning how to Capricorn themselves. Now, I will say, Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. Capricorn's the father of the zodiac. Setting limits, boundaries. When it's an earth sign on the inner, to me it speaks of wisdom that came through experience, something that's foundational, something that can't be taken away from you. Your wisdom can't be stolen, not from the inside. So yes, even though it is a court card, there might be some Capricorn characters in this drama that we're looking at here. But regardless, slow and steady wins the race. You will get there, right? Stick to your healing, your own inner creativity, because you are creating wisdom that you may not be so aware of, right? Well, we take the lead of experience and alchemize it into gold of wisdom. Shadow work. Here we go. Lower 3 chakras, the masculine energy, the yang, looking at you from the outside, you from the inside looking out, can be both of those things at once. But lower 3 chakras are about relationships, tribes and groups, root chakra, which the orphan doesn't fit into the tribe. That's the whole point, right? There is no tribe. They're on their own. Second chakra relationship, one-on-one, right? Like navel. So, you know, the orphan parent, you know, dynamic there too. Tricky. Again, we're looking symbolic here, but for many, it's literal, right? But just because someone's an orphan doesn't necessarily mean that there are other archetypes, right? In the child gestalt. It's just how it works. So please, my God, solar plexus for them maybe? What is it that the orphan archetype here has to deal with in their solar plexus? The relationship to themselves, setting boundaries, what they will, what they won't, what they do, what they don't. Their self-esteem, their intuition. This full to new. The Lovers. I knew they were stretching out that prayer to get that card in my hand now. The Lovers, yes, there may be a relationship involved here. The orphan child is about relationships in that sense. Because even if it's the lack thereof, right? Feeling that you're going alone, you don't have the support that you need, but you're learning how to survive in a very powerful way. If you really get that what is going on inside of you is manifesting the internal infrastructure for your highest potential, so make the most loving, wise, empowered decisions that you can. And I'm not just talking choices, coffee, tea, or me. No, we're talking about life-changing decisions here. Think Kal-El, Clark Kent, Superman. You can't get more of an orphan. Well, until Kara Zor-El came along, obviously, and then there's the bottle city of Kandor, on and on and on, right? No. He went and did that, like all just on his own. Your whole planet's gone. Your whole planet's gone, right? That's an orphan archetype. You're the only Kryptonian, the last Kryptonian, except for Mal-El, the last gay Krypton. So whatever this is, you may very well be at a major crossroads, and to do the shadow work before you do make that kind of life-changing decision. Let's keep going. Chakras in place here, and they make sense. They certainly make sense on a mythic level. They make sense. So, Joseph Campbell, White Courtesy Telephone. Let's get you a healing mantra card here, because this feels like an adventure. It really, really does. Breathe. As I call upon the Ascended Masters, I'm going to say General Assembly, not just Soul Contract, General Assembly, all y'all. Please, the perfect healing mantra for the Scorpio Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Watching this video, receiving this readings. For my Scorpio Ali Sheedy Breakfast Club sisters out there, please, one card in clarity for them. What is the perfect healing mantra to help them do this shadow work with the orphan child in the 8th chakra, Capricorn, Pasoe, the white buffalo woman, which is such a card of abundance and healing, but slow and steady wins the race, climbing that mountain within, because they got a lot of wisdom inside of them. But with this lover's life-changing decision, love, power, and wisdom, Aphrodite, Hera, and Athena, the judgment of Paris, who gets that golden apple, or is there a way to give it to all three at once? Help them. This full to new. February to March 2022. Soothing impatience. There's nothing to do but wait. Womp womp. But it's a good card. And it do make sense. Nor is the hero's journey of the orphan a weekend gig. Right? It's an ongoing. Sorry, I just swallowed my own spit. Let me read you Soothing Impatience. This feels really, really good, but it does make sense. Throat chakra, when I cough during a reading, usually it's saying that there might be something stuck in your craw here. Throat chakra is where you make your choices and your decisions. Spit, swallow, or chew. Spit it out, or don't. Take your time. Soothing impatience, because there's nothing to do but wait. And this mantra has really, really helped me. Because we all want what we want now. Instant gratification isn't fast enough. There's nothing to do but wait. When impatience is soothed, each perceivable barrier becomes an opportunity to be more aligned with your soul by slowing down. And I can't tell you how often my guides, even this morning, were just like, slow down. Like, okay. When I would catch myself rubbing up, I would hear, slow down. So I am. In the soothing of impatience, you no longer see moments of pause or delay as conspiring against you. That takes some time with this mantra. Instead, you realize they are giving you time for inner reflection, right? So to go in and feel that frustration, that impatience, therefore soothing it, healing yourself. Where life's deepest meaning can be uncovered, even in the most ordinary of circumstances, right? So, you know, you tend to be a little bit more on the mystical side, Scorpio. So, you know, something that we look at as an inconvenience or an irritation, or maybe, oh, come on already, to go within, right? To soothe that impatience, because there's a voice there that needs to be heard. This mantra is ideal for becoming more grounded, easing frustrations, and releasing blame. Because when we're in that place, we don't necessarily see things clearly. We may not see, we never really see the whole picture while we're still in a meat suit down here. But, you know, to soothe it, and from that can come the great wisdom that's already within you. Keeping really boundaries, great, big, huge. Protect that child within you with safe, healthy boundaries, particularly if you're a vibrational, energetic, emotional empath. Scorpio. Okay, let's get above all of this. The higher selves of all involved, meaning not just you. Fifth dimension above, eighth chakra and above, the Whispers of Love Oracle, the party turner deck. All of a sudden the party hath been turned. There is literally something stuck in my craw. I think it's probably just a little something. I do live with 3 black cats. Let's see what hits the table. Breathe. Yeah, something a little irritating in the decision here. I got it. All right. I call to the higher selves of all involved. Fifth dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, insight needed for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. Orphan child in the 8th, Capricorn on the inner, lovers on the outer, soothing impatience. Please, what do you have for them? What is the whisper of love? This full to new. Love endures. It's so, I mean, it really is Capricorn. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. And that is the love of the truth of who we are. Right? That is the spirit aspect of us, the soul, the higher self, the divinity within us, however you want to phrase that the orphan child in a way has access to, because it's not roped in by tribal beliefs of what God is or necessarily isn't. They're going to find out on their own. They're going to take that journey on their own. So spiritually in here, to really get the love that you can call on from beyond this world, and I'm not talking cast circles and Ouija boards, I'm talking about the divinity, unity, consciousness, and above, all the way back to the divine singularity where there is just the Tao. Love endures. Capricorn, this is a decision you're making. Soothe the impatience. And I would recommend inner child work in some way, shape, or form. Oh, and there is a video. Link in the description box to a movie, a film documentary called The Shadow Effect featuring Debbie Ford. I highly recommend it. It's like The Secret, but for shadow work. It's the secret shadow work. So, one of my favorite oracle decks here, the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. There's so much in that book. This reading would be an hour long, and I know I'm running long, but I don't care because it's my video camera, not yours. So who walks with you? Who swims with you, right? If you're going to do shadow work. And for the shamans out there who relate to that and really kind of sort of pass away, also the teacher, Capricorn here. Why wouldn't you have a guide along the way? Everybody does. Breathe. Very, very deep read. Whenever one of the child archetypes hits the table, though, it's like we're talking about survival archetype, and regardless of the sub-pattern, it's about innocence and safety, right? It's tricky shit nowadays for surezies when survival is such an issue. So, they just gave me the image. Okay, I got it. So, I call to the spirit, animals, and totems for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video. Receiving this reading, please help them. Who walks with them? Who swims with them? Who flies with them? Who crawls with them? Who guides them? Who gives them the grace and protection that they need? The magic they need with this child, orphan child archetype Capricorn on the inner. Lovers on the outer, soothing impatience with a love that endures available to them. This full to new. The fruit bat, the flying fox. You flying fox. She's a flying fox. Ew. Card number 12. Kindness. Aw, it's a bat. It's the fruit bat. Hey. Hey, fruit bat. Hey girl, hey. Card number 12, sorry. Practically opened right to it. Let's really call this in. Take a nice deep breath. Oh, so up your alley, Scorpio, with the bats and the skulls and all of that. Card number 12, fruit bat, the flying fox. Kindness. Choose kindness, which isn't always the easy way. Kindness will always be repaid, even if not from the person you give the kindness to, and that's just how it rolls some days. Consider others in your decisions, especially those with less power than you, Scorpio. Repay your debts. Spread the seeds of goodwill, and your fortunes will grow. Okay. Let's, we're going to need more clarity on that. I mean, I get it. Kindness, right? That is actually the grace of kindness is one of the root chakra graces. Words of grace from a professional witch. The magic fruit bats are a vital part of the ecosystem, ensuring that seeds are spread and fertility of the land is secured. The energy here is one of fertility and plentifulness. Invite flying fox energy into your workings when you wish to invoke more kindness or fertility. Well, certainly in terms of financial survival, that would make sense here. Right, it certainly will. This could be just as much about finance, right? The soothing impatience, there's nothing to do but wait. Scattering seeds for that fertility. Being kind to yourself, soothing impatience. There's a through line. I get it. I didn't think that's where this was headed, and maybe it's still not, or for some of you it is general reads. But we got one card left. The hidden blessing. Remember I said within the lead is the gold? Well, we're going to use the mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower, called Blessed Be by Lucy Cavendish. This deck is so gorgeous, and these prayers, these blessings are so good. Highly recommend it. And no, this is not a paid anything. So we do these for realsies. This side. The pantheon of all pantheons. Please take a nice deep breath. Use me. As I call to the pantheons of all pantheons, all cultures, traditions, and lineages and cultures for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the hidden blessing for them in this shadow work, the gold, the light of independence based on learning to go it alone, which means freedom. There is a lot of freedom. Absolutely there is. conquering their fear of surviving, because the divine, the gods, the angels do like an orphan archetype on a hero's journey. And it seems on a hero's journey they really, really are with that Capricorn, right? Pessoe, literally climbing up the mountain, getting the help that you need, the guidance, the grace, the creative cardinal earth, setting boundaries, the lovers on the outer. This does feel life-changing, but it takes love, power, and wisdom to do this wisely and well, and with soothing impatience. With a child, soothe the impatience. Inner child work, I think, at a minimum, would just be a good thing to Google for them, because love endures. There is a love beyond this world, and we're not truly of this world. That divine love that endures, that withstands, and is hopeful, right? Just endures through all things, and with kindness. Kindness to themselves is certainly going to make them kinder to others here, and kinder about maybe looking over their past, at their childhood, at their relationships, with their finances, all sorts of ways there, but seeing that it was all part of a larger journey for their highest potential. Please leave the hidden blessing in my hands for the caps. This full to new, Jan-March 2/2. A blessing on a home. Hogwarts. Fortress of Solitude is not necessarily a violation of I don't have anyone around me. Whew, man, I don't know, make the mascara melt. So beautiful. A blessing on a home. Oh, come on. So, it's like, oh, he fucking talks a lot when he's shuffling. Well, asking it is given. Knocking the door shall be opened. Card number 10. Blessing on a home. That's really amazing. Alright, that hit me right in the chest. Thanks, Scorpio. We're gonna do this for real. Might as well. Breathe. Use me. Channel this through me. Card number 10. A blessing on a home. A blessing for a home with protective presence, a creative field within which you can thrive and be reborn night after night, day after day. May the walls of your home hold strong against the influences of the world outside, Scorpio, totally. Within the walls and beneath the sheltering roof of your home, may you find privacy and comfort and freedom to be who you are when all about you falls away and there are no more eyes to watch you. Scorpio. May you have comfort, good food, nourishing rest, healing quiet, true friends who come and go in ways that bring you both joy and companionship. May you offer hospitality freely and gladly, and may the blessings you offer be returned in the opening of homes to you in return. May the borders of your home be protected and guarded by angels, and within its spaces may there be a place for intimacy, connection, friendship, privacy, conversations, calm, the roar of laughter, the soft fall of tears, and the quiet peace of hope. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. And Cancer. May your life take shape within your home. May there be births, and when the deaths come, let them be kind ones for Ben. Let the home you create become the very essence of what home can be, and may it in return offer you your body, your soul, the most nourishing of spaces between the worlds. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is heart-warming to feel that goddess energy just come through me. Why not? Goddess does love an orphan archetype. Keep going. Keep going. Set your boundaries. You got more wisdom than you know. Life-changing decision. Wait. Just wait. Get these 3 chakras aligned: love, power, and wisdom. Heart, third eye, throat. I think I said that right, in the right order. Because love does endure. Call upon that love. Fully on this world, the truth of who we are, whatever you call them, higher planes, but with kindness. To be kind to yourself, to soothe that impatience, and you'll find yourself being kinder to others, and you certainly do find yourself with a blessing on a home, which to be home for me is not where my parents live. It's not the house I grew up with. It is those higher 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, whisper of love place. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. Help other Scorpios find this read. Shift the algorithm. Share as you like. And if you want more of me, please subscribe, right? Hit that notification bell, because I'm putting these things out when they're done. Because I'm creating over on Patreon. Patreon.com/DrawingTheCircle, and really giving my very, very, very best. They're my top priority, and I stream there every morning. Talking about the lunar astrology, and all tiers are getting the best that I got every single day in an ongoing journey as an orphan archetype, finding my way through. So wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of the shadow work, which you guys are built for. This full to new March 2 to hell. Farewell and blessed be.